if you are a B2B business, there are many ways in which you can get customers, right? I'm going to advocate that cold outreach is the best approach to that. The reasons why I'll explain throughout the video, but the reason why I'm doing this video now is for two reasons. One, my partner is actually going through the job application process and she's trying to figure out a way to stand out. So she's been able to get to the next stage of her interview process because of the framework in which I've showed her. And then the second reason I'm creating this video today is because I've seen an influencer with a lot of following at Twitter throwing shade at DMs. She calls them TMs, cold outreach, whatever you want to call it. But it's the process of reaching out to a stranger with the objective of booking a meeting. When done incorrectly, this is terrible. And I'll be one of the first people to put my hand up and say, you shouldn't do it if you don't know what you're doing. Why? Because it's going to damage your reputation more than anything. So the goal of this video is to show you how to actually do cold email that is, one, respectful, and two, is very relevant to the person's situation which you're reaching out to. So without going into the nitty gritty of what cold outreach is, this will be done in a newsletter that I'm sending out later today. What I actually want to cover with you today is the framework and psychology around a high functional cold email. So this is the process that I've used throughout my sales career. I've labeled it the Curves framework. It has enabled me to get 700 meetings. It works, and it will work for you regardless if you put this into your business or into your day-to-day life. But if you want to craft a message that's highly effective, it needs to hit six principles. One, it needs to be custom. You need to do your research around the person's interest in which you're reaching out to. If you don't, you will just be considered another spammer. And this is why I think people who engage in cold outreach can get a bad name. You're going to get a bad name if you're sending thousands of emails that are generic to multiple people. It's going to have a low success rate and it's not going to look well on you. That's the first principle. Second principle, you need to understand their needs. What's going on in the person's world that you're reaching out to in a way that you can position yourself as someone who could maybe help them solve their problem. Three is you want to raise questions. This is about creating curiosity in your message to get the person thinking. A question is a great way to direct someone's attention. The fourth principle is all around social proof. So you need to, like, if you're just, some Joe Soap from the street, you're sending random messages and you don't have anything to back up what you're saying, it's probably not going to work. You need to have some credibility behind you to demonstrate that you're someone worth listening. The second last part is about being efficient in your communication. Keep it short and sweet. Don't create a long letter. People aren't going to read it. They don't know who you are. So you need to get to the point quick. And the last part is having a low friction ask. This last part in particular took me years to grasp. When I started my sales career, I was a lot more direct. I'd finish off an email asking, do you want to meet at X time or Y time? Whereas over time, I've become a lot more indirect and strategic with my approach because sometimes that doesn't come off too well. If you have found value in this video, please hit the subscribe button. And underneath this video, there will be a link to my newsletter where I will do a deep dive of what these emails actually look like in action. Also, one other ask, if you want more videos like this, just leave a comment below and I will create a video pertaining to your sales issues. Have a good day.